Hi everyone, my name is Lara Ross and I'm here with Denise Fay and we're here today to talk about the 2B mindset and exercise. We've been working closely for over a year now with Alana and our teams, and part of the development process is running test groups. And a lot of the people who've gone through the 2B mindset have asked questions regarding exercise. So we thought we'd get together today and share some of the most frequently asked questions regarding the 2B mindset and exercise. You and I both know that a lot of people, when they're in a weight loss program, they start to exercise, they think it's a license to eat more, and that's not necessarily the case. So how does somebody know if they need to eat more food?
Well, important thing to remember is hunger isn't necessarily a great indicator. Not that that really matters, because that's what the 2B mindset is all about. You know, keeping your hunger, like honoring your hunger, as it were, with more shore and with water first and veggies most. So if you continue to do that in addressing your hunger, you should be fine. Now, there are other signs that you may need to eat more when you're exercising. I would think about the 6 things. There's about 6 things that come to mind. First and foremost, you can't make it through your workout. That generally means you're bonking or you're running out of blood sugar. So that's not a good thing. Next is that your performance is decreasing over the course of your program. So if you're doing a 90-day program, and on day 15, you're not as strong as you were on day 1, and on day 30, you're not as strong as 15, blah, blah, blah. That's not a good thing either. Another sign is that you're just tired and listless and just feel bad all the time. Like, feeling bad's not a terribly scientific term, but it's super accurate.
Like dragging through your day?
Yeah, and just kind of meh. M-E-H, meh.
Meh.
You don't want to be meh. If you don't sleep, if you're having trouble sleeping, I know that contradicts feeling tired, but it's true. That's another not a good sign. If you can't think, and that generally means that you're not getting enough glucose in your brain, you want to do something about that. And then finally, if you're just sore, if your muscles need protein to build and grow and heal when you work out, and if you're feeling sore, that's probably not happening. So it's an indication that you're going to need a bit more protein in your diet.
So if people have determined that they need to eat a little bit more food, what should they be eating and when?
Well, my favorite thing to recommend is an FFC or a little piece of fruit right before you work out. My go-to is half a banana. And what's really great about that is that if you're having a problem, right, if you're not getting through your workouts, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel that increased energy, and it's a really good opportunity to kind of see how your body relates to food. If you're sore all the time, or you're not getting through your performance is decreasing, what I would then recommend is protein after you work out, like a Beachbody Performance Recover is again my go-to, a really great way to just get a nice hit of whey protein and really get those muscles recovering faster. But for the more general issues like your listlessness and your lack of sleep and all that, you might not need to target acutely like that. So what you can do is, as we all know, snacks are snacktional. In the 2B mindset. So you definitely start eating a snack, but track it. That's super important. I mean, generally speaking, with those kind of acute bits of advice I gave, and with your 3 meals and your more shore model and a snack, that's a lot of food, and you should be able to get to where you need to be with that.
Well, and with all these pieces of advice, start with one, track it, see if it's working for you, and then if you still feel tired, listless, sore, achy,
This is an absolute baby step situation, one at a time. Don't just throw the whole bucket at it, because you could get into trouble doing that.
So this next one's really important. A lot of people, over the years have said they start exercising and they start gaining weight and they're totally confused.
No.
So let's talk. Let's address that.
Well,
it's a big one.
I have bad news and I have good news. The bad news is when you exercise, a lot of times you think you have a license to eat. It's a thing called train gain. The good news is that if you're following a Beachbody program, if you're following the 2B mindset, or, frankly, any one of our nutrition programs, they all happen to be excellent. Just saying.
And they work.
And they work, yes, because a really good group of people worked on them. Yeah, maybe that, yes. With other people, with a staff of experts. If you're doing our programs, that shouldn't happen. However, you still may gain weight, but then here's good news point 2. 2.0?
2.0.
2.0. Good news 2.0 is that weight gain is just temporary. It's probably one of two things. One is that exercise, it's good for you, but it's stressful. It's a stressor. And when you stress, there's a hormone called cortisol that can trigger water weight gain. But no, don't make the face. It's okay. You're going to be okay. It's a temporary thing. It's a temporary stress response to, well, stress. So you just don't worry about it. Just keep exercising and doing your program, and your body will adapt, and it'll go away in a couple of weeks. That'd be the first thing that can happen. Now, a second thing that can happen, especially if you're not, if you're doing a whole new kind of exercise, or you're new to exercise, and especially with women, what can happen is that women store a lot of fat in their hips and their rear end, and they also can gain a lot of muscle there. So they will gain the muscle, and it looks like their legs are getting fatter, but what's actually happening is that the muscle is just pushing out the fat. Now, the muscle they're gaining isn't like, you know, giant, bulky, Arnie-type muscle. It's actually good, nice, lean muscle. So if you're patient, you'll burn the fat, and then what's underneath will be lean, toned, beautiful legs. So again, you just got to be patient and trust the system.
Next question, can I take Beachbody Performance?
Absolutely.
Cool.
It's good stuff. It works. I would say let's just break it down one at a time. All
sure.
right. So Energize.
Yeah.
That's Beachbody Performance Energize is your pre-workout supplement that is quercetin, caffeine, beta-alanine. Fantastic pick-me-up, and not a lot of calories.
Right.
So it really doesn't, like, any concerns. They're not really there. It's just, and it's a great way to power through your workouts. Hydrate, which is the stuff you take during. I think it really depends. If you're doing a longer workout or a really strenuous workout and you're sweating a lot, I think that you could benefit from those electrolytes. Otherwise, if it's a shorter workout or it's just kind of gentle, I think you're probably fine with water. Yeah. After your workout is Recover. We have two flavors, orange and chocolate. I would say it really depends on the situation. I think it's a terrific supplement, and if you're sore or you're just kind of needing that extra edge for your muscles, I do think it's a good thing, and you can track it and see how it's working for you. But it's just such a great source of protein. I can't speak highly enough of that. Then there's Recharge, which is the nighttime supplement. Now, that one, I would take it if you think you need it. If you are having recovery issues and you want that little extra burst of protein, I would definitely track it and see how you go on the program with that one.
That gets into another great question, which is, you know, people who exercise at night. You know, Alana's all about, you know, dinner and done, but a lot of people have asked the question, you know, they work out at night. When do they eat dinner? Can they eat something after? You know, what if they're hungry after the workout? Can they eat after dinner? Yeah,
it's a tricky situation. I would say if you're working out late at night and you would end up eating dinner at 10 o'clock or something, that's a bit strange. So you might not necessarily want to do that. So you eat, digest, exercise, and if it's still an early hour, flip it around maybe and eat afterwards. But if it's a later hour, just a small protein snack would be a good strategy, and that's really where Recharge comes in. That would be a great thing to do. So, you know, eat, exercise, and then right before you go to bed, kick back a Recharge or a small protein. I think that's a smart thing to do.
Right, as long as you're tracking it.
As long as you track it, yeah. But you should be tracking anyway without us giving you advice.
Last question. What nutrition program do I follow if I'm doing another Beachbody program? Like I'm doing another Beachbody workout program that has a nutrition program. Which do I follow? The nutrition program that goes with it or the 2B mindset?
Yeah, well, I mean, we do put a lot of effort into making sure that those nutrition programs match those fitness programs. But what's really cool about the 2B mindset is that people are really finding their path. They're finding their way of doing it. It's a different way of thinking from other nutrition programs. Right. And if you've arrived at that and it works for you, I'd be really hesitant to just say, no, go do something else. I think you can stay with it and do it and do our fitness programs. Now, a couple things to consider. We do have a few programs where I'm like off the top of my head, Shift Shop, 80 Day Obsession, Body Beast,
21 Day Fix.
21 Day Fix, where the nutrition is very specific. And if you have a specific goal in mind, if you want the goal that the program offers, then you should probably do that nutrition program. But if you're just trying to get fit, trying to feel great, trying to get results in general, I see no reason why you can't do 2B Mindset and that fitness program. The one exception to that would be Body Beast. Body Beast is a bulking, mass-building program, and if you can also lose weight on it, but for those who are trying to bulk up and build, 2B Mindset's the exact opposite of that. So I would probably stick with the Body Beast program for that.
Great information, Denis. We also have a PDF where we break down all the Beachbody fitness programs, beginner, intermediate, advanced, and those specialty programs with all the modifications for every fitness level. So you should check it out.
And if you have questions beyond that, you can always check us out at www.beachbodyexpertadvice.com, where our expert advice staff, including me, will be there to help you and get you on the right path.
Email Denis. Thanks so much.
Thank you.